Who made this mess? Did you? I've got to clean this house. I think I've tried to explain this a couple of times. I never really think that I do a pretty good job, but there's been lots and lots of absences. Absent when you're absent, absences, unexcused absences, like when you're in school. There's been a lot of gaps in my YouTube channels. And there's really only two explanations for that. It's not because I don't love you. I love YouTube. I love shooting videos. I love editing videos. The entire process is probably one of my biggest passions in life. But there's probably two explanations for that. Kids' bathrooms are really the grossest. Oh, no, not that one. Yeah, baby. What are you doing? Making more messes? I'm trying to clean. Much better. And I could say it's because I can't find the time. I could say it's because I work a lot, you know, all of those. But I feel like just every one of those excuses would be cop-out. And I was watching a YouTube video earlier today, and it was super inspirational and got me fired up, and it got me to thinking, when is the last time that I shot a YouTube video and uploaded it? When is the last time I shot a YouTube video and uploaded it? 57 days and 7 hours. Whoa. So it's been 57 days and 7 hours since I've uploaded a video to that channel, my Into the Deep channel. Oh, cleaning makes me sleepy. So what are the two things? What are the two things that I feel like are the biggest hindrances, the biggest setbacks to doing the thing that I love to do? If I love to do it, why don't I do it more? First, maybe the biggest, I struggle with perfection. And I don't mean perfection with my craft. I mean, I am kind of a perfectionist. I want to shoot the best videos that I can, but I struggle with the idea of being somebody who claims to be a representative of God, a child of God, a Christian, a Christ-like one, and yet not be perfect in my walk. Yeah, I'm in your bed. That's called a dresser. A dresser. Which, if you think about it, is absolutely ridiculous, because every single man, woman, child, every single person in the Bible that God ever chose to use was not perfect. They had good hearts, they were trying, they were chasing after God, but they weren't perfect. That describes me. I have a good heart, I'm trying my best, I'm pursuing God, but I'm not perfect. And really, it's just a trick of the enemy to try to get you to shut your mouth, to try to get you to not be a witness, not do whatever it is, however you would do it your way, whether it's YouTube videos or whether it's writing something or whether it's walking up to somebody, whatever you do to be a light, to be a witness, to be an encouragement. It's just a way for him to shut it down. So I don't know if that's the biggest, but there is the second thing. The fact that the washer takes longer than the dryer is really annoying. Full disclosure, I had already taken all of my clothes out of the washer, but I pulled all my undies out of that pile because I didn't want to be inappropriate. Threw them all back in the washer just to get that shot. But let me show you what I feel like is one of the biggest setbacks. I lost it, hold on. It's this. Like, yeah, it's this thing right here. I have a huge problem with social media. Not me personally, not like I have a problem with it. I have a problem in general with the idea of social media. In a little over a month, I turned 40. And that means that I'm old enough to remember a time before there was internet, before there was social media. I remember when MySpace came out. I remember when Facebook came out after MySpace and thinking it was the dumbest thing. And I'm not gonna get it up Facebook because that is just stupid. I have a MySpace, which is cool. Is MySpace, I have to check. Is MySpace still around? MySpace. Oh my God, it's still there. Daddy's cleaning. This room's already been cleaned. You gotta get out. And so I have an Instagram. I have a Facebook. I have YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. What else do I have? I may have a Twitter login, but I don't think I've ever done a tweet. I definitely don't have a Snapchat because I'm 40. If you're over 40 and you have a Snapchat, just what are you doing? That really is a joke. This is no judgment zone. If I have friends who I could Snapchat, I might would do it. It's kind of just a cry for help, honestly. So I'm not against social media. I have social media. I just see what social media does. I think we all have. I think we all have seen between what was created to be something cool, what was created to be something fun, and maybe connect people from a distance. But it's just kind of turned, oh, TikTok. TikTok was the other one I have. I do have a TikTok. ADD. If I can put a rainbow there, I'll do it. But it's just turned into this monstrosity of a thing. And we could talk and talk and talk about how harmful it is, about how it has made us to where we have no social skills and how it is hurting the generation to come. What? A double-decker couch?
No, a triple-decker.
A triple-decker couch?
Yeah.
Are you gonna build one?
That's 1 seat, 2 seat, 3 seat.
3 seats on a triple-decker couch?
Yeah.
Go build one.
Okay.
Okay! Having kids is a blast. But that is where I run into a problem. Like, I have this desire to be on social media as a creator, but also I see how harmful social media is. I've been to the place to where there's just endless scrolling for hours. I've been to a place to where it killed my productivity, to where it killed my imagination. It killed my originality. It made me feel like I want to be like this person instead of just being like me. And all of a sudden I wanted to copy what everybody else is doing instead of coming up with my own ideas and being my own person. So I lost it again. So I have this thing, which on one hand, it kind of feels like the devil. It feels like something that is just not good, and I should just do my best to stay as far away from it as possible. But then on the other hand, if you're watching this video, then you understand why this could be an amazing tool. This is just a phone. I text and make phone calls. I'm talking about social media. But on the other hand, just the simple fact of you watching this video, then you understand how it could be an awesome tool. I can talk to people, reach people, encourage people, and tell people about Jesus that I never would see face to face. I never would see in person. So I have this conundrum to where I feel conundrum. I feel like conundrum is the right word. Siri, define conundrum. See, you used to have to look this up.
Conundrum means a confusing and difficult problem or question.
So I have this conundrum to where on one hand, I feel like I'm doing something good. I feel like I'm being a light. I feel like I'm sharing the gospel. I'm encouraging. And then also I feel like I'm being part of the problem. And in the words of John McClane, I want to stop being a part of the problem. And I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't have a direction of where I wanted this video to go. I don't have a perfect answer for each and every person. Should you be a social media influencer? Should you start a YouTube channel? Should you use social media for the gospel? Should you do it on the street in person? Everybody's different. I think everybody is going to have a different calling. I keep walking from room to room, from room to room to room. Is that dizzying? Is that annoying? I can't find a perfect place to sit and just shoot. I keep ending up in my kids' room because my kids took over my living room. Why are we not allowed to have character pillows anymore? I got characters who I would like to have on my pillow. I would like to be close to some of my heroes as I sleep every night. Oh, you're got a business idea that would be... This is great and horrible all at the same time. Every married dude out there is gonna go, come on, bro. And every wife out there is gonna be like, I'm doing that for my husband. That's the best. It's probably already been done before. Put your wife's face on your pillow. So that way, if you're not people who like to do snuggles, then you can still be close to her as you sleep. Stupid. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I had this huge shout out to my buddy Travis. I had this same conversation with my buddy Travis, and he gave me some amazing insights into a testimony of his. And to make a long story short, he had been watching this pastor online. He's not local. We live in Florida. He does not. So he couldn't travel to where this pastor lives and watch him every Sunday. So he was watching him on YouTube. Social media, it was a good thing. He was able to listen to this pastor, whereas if we didn't have social media, he wouldn't be able to hear him. This pastor was talking about intimacy with God and encouraging you to get into the secret place, to go be alone with God. And that's exactly what Travis did. And he kept pressing into the secret place. He was really encouraged and inspired by listening to this pastor who was on social media. And Travis ended up having this amazing experience with God. Was that because of this pastor? No, that was because he got into the secret place because he was pursuing God on his own. But I am going to give honor and credit to this pastor for pushing everybody towards Jesus. But it was directly related to that pastor and him watching that pastor on social media that inspired him and encouraged him to get into the secret place. Now, my pastor, local pastors are also doing that, but you can supplement instead of having to go to 50 different churches on Sunday. You guys get this. I don't have to spell it out for you. There's social media. We can supplement the word that we hear on Sundays with reading the word at home, watching pastors on social media. I've had a very similar experience with that, where I was watching somebody who was not local on social media, on YouTube, and listening to his videos, listening to him preach, and it pushed me to seek God. There was something in his testimony that really clicked with my heart, and I never would have heard that if we didn't have the internet, if we didn't have social media. So me and my buddy Travis were having this conversation, and I just realized that something that could be harmful, if you take it and if you use it for God, it sounds really cliche, and I'm sorry, but if you take it and you use it for God, it could be that thing that pushes somebody into the arms of Jesus. Your testimony, your life, your encouragement, your light, your views, and your revelation that God has shown you through the word, sharing it through social media could be that thing that encourages somebody to run to the secret place. Travis, I appreciate it. I appreciate the conversation. You're top notch, dude. All right, Spider-Man pillow. So that's kind of the explanation of why there are so many gaps in my YouTube channels, but I guess I'm just saying, let that be an encouragement to whatever the means, whatever it is that you feel like God is calling you to do to be a witness. Don't ever let the devil discourage you and think that that is a part of the problem. You're never being a part of the problem as long as you are pushing people towards Jesus. If you're just trying to build a following, then yeah, absolutely, you're part of the problem. Stop doing it. And I think that's it for today's video, because look at this. Look at it. Look at it. I gotta go clean this house. Guys, I love you. Launch out into the deep. Launch out into the deep things of God. Go hunting, go fishing. Don't just watch YouTube all day long. Don't be a part of the problem. Don't just sit on social media. Get out there, do something awesome. Paint some pictures for your parents. They may put them on the fridge, and I'll see you on the next video.